Hello. I would like to again call upon your attention to remind you that on the 13th of August, Friday, it is important day. Why it's important? You know, it is anniversary, 10th anniversary of parinirvana, or passing away of one of our very kind and beloved teacher, Kyabje Trulshik Rinpoche. He was born 1924 and he passed away 2011. Already like a decade passed away. What this should remind us how fast, how quick our life is passing by. All this time is gone. As you know, Kyabje Trulshik Rinpoche, many of you met him. Many of you went to see him in Nepal, India, and other countries. Many of you met you here in the West as well. He was really one of the greatest teachers of many. Many of our contemporary teachers were his students. So what this should remind us, that his kindness, it should really remind us his kindness and compassion. Then what we should do with that? We should try to become like him, who had nothing but great compassion and kindness toward others. He would not make any differences between human beings and sentient beings. He would treat everyone equal. Why we have to do this? So that we can be free from our inner conflicts. We must think of others. Thinking of others would help us to develop our inner qualities, which are always within us. We must do this, and especially think of him. It's very precious thinking of the teacher. And especially remember how things are passing by. You know, one time Buddha mentioned a most kind, most compassionate teacher. Buddha Shakyamuni mentioned, among all the different footprints, when you look in the forest, dense forest, you might find big footprints. That is a footprint of elephant. Biggest footprints, elephant. Among all kind of thoughts, most important thought is to be aware of impermanence. Things are changing. From you yourself were born and until now, how fast the times went by. Time will continue. So therefore, what is the purpose of thinking about impermanence, realizing how precious it is not to waste our time. You know, where there is a birth, there's a death. We are coming closer, closer to the last breath. And we should be able to do something worthwhile so that we can see what we have done, where we are we ready or not? You know, most of the children when they're born, I don't know whether you checked or not, most of them, they will come, they're born with a kind of a two hands with a fist, determination. They are going to try the best, do the best, so that they will be better than before. But what happens, most people when they die, you will never find at the last breath people with hand with fist, but open-handed, or again are lost. That should never happen to us. We should be determined. We should try our best. We must never waste our time. We should be able to live this world better than how we came, better than when we came in this world. We should be better. So, the day Kyabje Trulshik Rinpoche passed away, and we request His Holiness Dalai Lama write a short verse that we can call upon Kyabje Trulshik Rinpoche to come back. But that prayer, most of you know, and I'm going to adapt the last line as a prayer or as aspiration. I'm going to chant this for you. Most of you know probably. In Tibetan, Trangye Gebai Tuje Tamje Dundere Yongzo Jedene Senzebe Sumden Dunzin Dambara Sunden Daju Changjo Semji Kangwarsho. With aspiration and bodhicitta for countless eons. In this time, you manifested as one who making the teachings accessible and holding the outwardly the life of monastic, inwardly great bodhisattva, secretly great Vajradhara. Please bless us so that our mind be filled with the enlightened attitude of the bodhicitta. So, Kyabje Trulshik was an incredible teacher, and so the details I think you read in the Songtsen website and others. So please read that, and so if you're interested to know more about of Kyabje Trulshik Rinpoche, those who haven't met him or want to know more about it, of course there are many informations, but in the Songtsen website, please try to check. It will give you some informations who he was, why he was born, and so forth. And so, Kyabje Trulshik Rinpoche was a great teacher. He has been very, very kind and compassionate, who came in the West, taught to many, many people. Many, many people. He came again and again, taught in the West. Of course, he taught a lot in the East. So, today or tomorrow, on the 13th of August, 13th of August, Friday, Kyabje Trulshik Rinpoche's anniversary, the parinirvana. So please think of him best what you can, and supplicate to him, so that we can really make some progress on the path, so that we can really make some differences better than when we came in this world. It's in our hand. I'm going to read a 4-line advice, which when I was with Kyabje Trulshik Rinpoche in the Nepal, in the sacred place of Guru Padmasambhava Marateka, I requested him, please, Kyabje Rinpoche, write 4-line advice for every one of your students, so everyone can just think about it and reflect on it. So this was 4-line written by Kyabje Trulshik Rinpoche in Tibetan. Dungel Janla Chamdanyi Je Gong Deji Janla Jesu Yirang Ki Shanla Mesam Lamar Sowate Rangsim La Tu Simni Ser Gong. What does this mean? This is in Tibetan, and the translation would be, toward those with suffering, meditate on what? Love and compassion. Toward those with the peace and happiness, rejoice. Think of nothing else but pray to your guide or your teacher. Strongly, wholeheartedly. Then what we should do? Look at your mind and maintain clear awareness, mind's true nature. So this 4-line is something really very precious. I will read again. Toward those with suffering, meditate on love and compassion. Toward those with peace and happiness, rejoice. Think of nothing else but but pray to the guide or the teacher or the Lama. Look at your mind, your own mind, and maintain clear awareness, mind's true nature. This is word of Kyabje Rinpoche. So please do this. Once again, I'm going to remind you, toward those with suffering, meditate on love and compassion. Toward those with peace and happiness, rejoice. Think of nothing else, but pray to the guide or the teacher. Then look at your own mind and maintain clear awareness, mind's true nature. Then Kyabje Rinpoche used to remind us, like supplicate or pray and recite the mantras. So as I don't want to bother you, those of you who can do those is wonderful, but I'm going to chant those simply the mantras. First mantra to the supplication to the Buddha. Te yata om mune mune maha munaye so om mune mune maha munaye so om mune mune maha munaye so. Next is the mantra of Buddha Vajrasattva. Om Vajrasattva. Om Vajrasattva. Om Vajrasattva. Next is a supplication or the mantra, a Buddha of infinite life. Om Amarane Jivante So. Om Amarane Jivante So. Om Amarane Jivante So. Next is mantra of Buddha Amitabha, Buddha of infinite light. Om Amen Deva Hare. Om Buddha Amen. Om Amen Deva Hare. Om Amen Deva Hare. Om Amen Deva Hare. Next is Buddha Rinjin Tsoktorchen. Te yata ratne ratne ratna shikene so. Te yata ratne ratne shikene so. Te yata ratne ratne ratna shikene so. Next is the mantra of Medicine Buddha. Te yata om be kanze maha be kanze raja samutkate so. Te yata om be kanze maha be kanze raja samutkate so. Next is the Buddha of great compassion. Om mane padme hum re. Om mane padme hum re. Om mane padme hum re. Om mane padme Next is a Buddha of great wisdom, Manjushri. Om Arabhajanade. Om Arabhajanade. Om Arabhajanade. Next is a mantra of Dharman Conqueror, or Doje Namjom, which dispels all kind of troubles and sickness and it's great protection. Namajanta Vajra Krodaya Holo Holo Tishta Banda Hana Ambre de Hombe Namen Zanda Vajra Krodaya Holo Tishta Banda Hana Ambre de Hombe. Next is aspect of long life deity, Vajrabhajaya. Om Amrita Ayudande Soha. Om Amrita Ayudande Soha. Om Amrita Ayudande Soha. Next is Aryatara, most compassionate mother. Om Tare Tare Dore Soha. Om Tare Tare Dore Soha. Om Tare Tare Dore Soha. Next is the mantra of Guru Padmasambhava. Om Ahum Bajrang Guru Padma Siddhi Om. 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 Calling upon the Guru Padmasambhava is one of the most essential and most important. Just this is we call the mantra of Guru Rinpoche, but it's the mantra of all the enlightened ones. It blesses us, which protects us, which purifies us. When we could pronounce this daily basis, like a few hundred, like let's say 10 a day, it will really protect us, bless us. Whoever came into contact, seeing, hearing, touching us, will be protected by Guru Rinpoche. It will benefit us for this life and lives to come. And also, through this prayer, it can really dispel all kind of natural disasters. And also, it is an incredible source of blessings. If you could pronounce this on a daily basis, which will be most important thing for us to do. And however, please make sure that you have opportunity to think of others. With love, with unconditional love to everyone, wishing everyone be happy with the cause of happiness. Please think everyone with immense compassion, wishing everyone be free from suffering and its cause. That's what we would call compassion. Please try to generate immense joy, rejoicing the happiness for others instead of jealousy. It's one of the most precious thing for us to cultivate from our heart. And then the love, compassion, joy, all this should be brought to such extent impartial to everyone, every living beings, every sentient beings. If one could do this, everything what we do will be beneficial. Especially loving kindness is the most important thing for us to be aware and to cultivate as often as possible. Please try to be mindful as often as possible. When you wake up, try to think how wonderful I'm still alive. You could be gone, while we are sleeping, so it's still alive. So wonderful. Please make a strong aspiration that maybe we will be able to do something worthwhile for everybody. And cultivate, please, love. And try to be aware as often as possible the loving kindness. And please try to make sure before you fall asleep, just try to aware and how your day have been, positive or negative. You could do something for others or not. Please check. If you were successful, dedicate the virtue to everyone. If you wasn't very successful, please make sure next time you will be better. Try to be aware while you fall asleep. Really maintain the awareness while you fall asleep. Make sure you can think of the love and compassion, joy and impartiality in your dream. Please make sure that you could recognize dream as dream and try to be aware even in the dream state. With that, it's definite. It will help you to become more aware during the day. And then with time, you become more and more aware of the subtle state of mind, the state of luminosity. If you could do this, it's definite. It will really help us in this life and lives to come. Please do not forget to think of others, which is so precious. So as today is going to be the day of Kyabje Trulshik Rinpoche, if you wish, you can read some more details from the Songzen website, so you know more about it. However, I wish you everyone, every one of you, my heartfelt wishes that everything goes well. Whatever happens, please try to see it in a positive way. And also, last week when I was saving the animals in general, and particularly the horses, Many of you have been so generous and very kind to support the saving the life. I'm really grateful on behalf of all the animals. In general, particularly the horses, I'm really grateful. I dedicate this virtue to every one of you, your family, your friends, to everyone, so everything goes well. And we are continuing the protecting and saving lives in general, particularly for this auspicious day, Kyabje Trulshik Rinpoche's anniversary. We are going to save more lives and also sending funds to those places where children are dying without food. So please try to do whatever you can to help those who are in difficulties, human beings or animals. Please think about us. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of your kindness. Thank you. Wish you the best from the depth of my heart.